Hi guys, I am a loser who live in a small basement for about now 7 years in Germany. I'll call myself a loser because that's the term used by the people who do not respect you because you didn't create your own life and you depend on people and you are useless to society and you have no voice. As a man, as a male, if you live in your mom basement, you are fat, you got barely any skills where you can connect with people and have some respect amongst others, I think you are considered the loser. So I'm a loser for about 7 years here in Germany, about 14 to 21 years in my back in my tribe and where I come from. So that's who I am, and I think many people can relate to it. There are so many losers out there who can relate to it. That's the thing. In reality, there are people who suffer, who are inspired. So I am the contrary of people who are not inspiring, because you can't tell people you are a loser and people find that inspiring. Even though you change your life around and you tell people I was a loser, I mean, it's gonna be, yeah, you made it today, but when you were a loser, nobody wants to be a loser first, you know. Just kind of put it out there that a human being who was afraid to take risk and all those things, so that make a man a loser. So I'm a loser, not proud of it. Taking the easy step, going on the easy way out. All things are easy, so you are taking the easy steps, easy way out, everything. That's the meaning of a loser. A loser don't wanna do the hard task. So the only difference between me and someone who's trying to make it is they go out there and take some risk even though they know they have no chance of making it. And me, I try it one time and I see no result and I say, okay, I give up. That's the only difference. But everybody goes through the same process, and the difference between me and the others is like I don't take risk, and being almost 30, and on all those 30 years you have made no impact. So for you to make an impact, you have to work extra 30 years. So if I try right now and go out and do more things and make some impact, I won't say it will be too late, but the moment for me to talk about what I made and what impact I made, it has to be more than today. Like today will be the first 30 years of no impact, no inspiration, just being a loser alone. And the next 30 years will be hard work if I decide. Hard work, suffering, pain, hard work, suffering, pain, hard work, suffering, pain, hard work, trying new things, being creative. Even though it doesn't work out, you continue. So those are the things actually when I try it and I would talk about it, that will be extra 30 years or 40 years. So for me to talk about my success, because I made my first 30 years doing nothing, that's why you have to start very early. You have to start early age. At 1 year old, you have to start, so that in 30 years, when you're 35, you can talk about what you made in the past 30 years. So for me to talk about the next 30 years, I have to be 65 or 70. So for me to talk about my first success, suffering and pain and suffering people can relate to, not to success, but suffering and pain. That's what make us all human. So the suffering and pain is that emotion that people can relate to. People can relate to success. People can relate to doing big things. People relate to suffering the success. Your success is different by my success. Your way of living is way different than the way I does. But knowing that you are human and you can be hurt, you can die, and you can be sick, and you can lose hoping for something in 30 years and lose it all. That's what makes us all together. That's what makes us human. So for me to talk about it, I have to work hard in silence, or maybe not in 30 years. So that in 30 years I will document all what I've done in the first 30 years, and yeah, and I will post it or document about it in the book, document about it in whatever, and then people can listen to me. But people won't listen to me now because I'm 30 now. I'm almost 30, and I will look back and there is nothing I can talk about. That's why now I can't talk about nothing. I have to start working hard now so that when I'm 70, and I will talk about the past 30 years of suffering and pain and what I've made to overcome that. Because everybody is suffering, everybody has pain, but if you have nothing, if you didn't overcome it, don't talk about it, so you have to find a way to overcome your suffering and pain and make something positive about it and share it with people. That's how it goes. So for me to talk about it, I have to wait another extra 30 years. Not wait, but work on it on the next other 30 years. It's gonna be hard. Is it late? Maybe, but that's how it is. So you have to work first, endure suffering, everything, and then talk about it. That's how it goes. Share the suffering, share what you have, so that people can learn from it. That's how it goes. People learn from the experiences. People learn that, okay, somebody out there went through it. Not everybody can relate to me, but everybody can relate to the suffering and pain. They know that I have the suffering and pain. It's different, maybe different from yours, but you have that. You have that suffering and pain. So that's how it goes. So for me, see you in the next 30 years. See you in the next 30, 40 years if I still live. And when I'm 75, I will talk about what I lived, because the first 29, 30 years is done. I can't talk about it unless I say I was a loser back then in the last 30 years. So this first 30 years done. I can do nothing about it. It's the past now. So when I'm 75, I hope I have made some changes. I hope that I learned that being a loser is not actually good for you. So to all people out there, the next born in 2025, please start now. Start now. Start now. Start to learn about the reality now. Start to learn about all those things. You can still enjoy being a kid, and you can still make it, so that when you are 29 is compared to me when I'm 75. So you're 29, 30 years is like me being 75. So do it, make some changes, so that when you're 35, you can talk about it, and you are the wisest person. You can be a leader. You can be someone who can provide, protect as a man. You can be someone who will endure pain and suffering and try to find a solution about it. You are not afraid to live alone. You are not afraid to speak your mind. But first, you have to endure that pain. 30 years of pain, just 30 years of pain. And when you're 35, you have already achieved. There is no minutes left where you didn't make a change. There's no minute left. So start now. Me, I can't talk about it unless I'm 75. I'm 29 now, and yeah, man, I'm old now. So yeah, even though I'm not that, but I'm old now. But I have no experience to share with you. I have nothing to share with you now. The next 21 will be 29 soon. I'm almost in my 30s now, so even I'm 28, 29, it's not, doesn't matter now, right? So I'm in my 30s now. So, and to other people out there, if you didn't made it, and you know you're gonna have, and those people who are gonna come in the future, make it now and have the time to enjoy being a kid, have the time to enjoy being all those things, make some mistakes, make many mistakes as possible, try to learn from it faster, you know, learn from the mistake very faster than anything. And when you have that, I think it's gonna be good, and I wish you all the best. Me, I can't do it unless I'm 75, because there's nothing to talk about. I have no achievement, nothing. I passed all my years being a loser, and being a loser is not inspiring. Sorry, it's not inspiring. I can't talk about nothing. So that's why I have no channel, I have nothing, because I can't talk about things. And the reality is, you like, I can't provide values. I can't provide values. So that's the thing. Actually, you can't go into, people need people. People need you. That's the thing. There's no such thing as I don't have a opportunity. No, people need you 24/7. People need people. They need it. You know, so you always gonna find something you can create and people gonna need. So there's nothing as people don't need it. So I have nothing right now. People want need something. That's why I don't have much leverage in actually everything I do. So that's the reality of it. You have to accept that if you have no leverage, you won't get nothing. So even though if I succeed this year, I won't think I deserve it, because I have nothing to talk about laziness, about being a loser, and people don't want to hear about that. People want to hear about change. People want to do things. People want to be innovative. So if I made it right now, I won't think I deserve it. That's why for me to deserve it, I have to work another 30 years, 35 years, so that when I'm 70, 75, I will talk about it. And that's in the possibilities. If it's not probable, then I wasted my time. Yeah, wasted my time. So yeah, that's pretty it. I think I'm gonna post it, and when technology gonna advance in the future, and maybe if I bought some changes when I'm 75, yeah, see you in 2000 when 2070 maybe 2070, all right, 2070, 71, or 2072. Let's see. But in 2070, let's see how life goes. But I think it's 2017. That means I will be old that time. I will be old in 2072, 2073, 2075, or 2077. But in the 2070s, and now we are in 2025. Yeah, almost 28, 29. So at 27, 28, 29, so you're closer to 30 than you are from in your 20s. So I would say I'm in my 30s now. I'm in my early 30s now. So I was 27 back then, and now I'll be 28. So yeah, I'm almost 30. So yeah. And yeah, nothing to say, because I have no experience to share with you guys. Just to say that I'm a loser, and I hope to bring value in the next 30 years. To all people who have succeeded, who made it, I congratulate you. Yeah, it's about bringing values. If you bring values, you will be respected. If you have no values, don't be jealous of others who have made it in life. So my only focus is right now bringing values, and that's gonna take more than 30 years to make it. I'll be not much creative. This is my prime time From 0 to 30 is your prime time to do anything you want, so that in the next 30 years you can, but if you didn't make it, so you have to work twice as hard as possible to make everything possible. But yeah, not waiting that the world has gonna feel sorry for me. This is my punishment. So I have to accept that punishment. That punishment is, you wasted your time, you have to make it again. You have to work hard as twice. So this is my punishment. I don't need any opportunity or help or whatsoever. I just need to let people know that there's no time for I'm young. There's no time for it. There's no time for I'm young now. I love it when people, learn about the universe when they are one. Learn about the universe when you are one, man. 1 year old, you can learn about the universe. You can learn about emotional intelligence. You can learn about it. You can learn about the universe. You can learn about the nature. You can learn about the universe. You can learn about anything. You can learn about value. So you're gonna work on that when you're 1 year old. So if you work on that, I think being consistent for the next 29 years, bro. Oh man, you're gonna be at the level. You're gonna be at the level. So me being 75 is like, I would say I'm too old now. So yeah, that's why being 29, I'm single. So I have no partner or whatsoever, because I have no value to offer. So if I'm gonna be married, or if I'm gonna have a relation or everything, I'm gonna be 75 at that time. But being 75 old, are you gonna be in the relationship? Are you gonna have the relationship? Because I am the one giving the relationship. If I'm gonna have somebody who's gonna be in a relationship, it's gonna be rare. It's gonna be difficult. So the hope is not there. The hope is bringing value and giving the value back, and even your family. Yeah, 30 years, Brian. 30 years not bringing value to the family, not bringing value to nobody. It's hard, man. It's hard. So for me, I need really to yeah, I don't know what the future may hold, but I see that it's a being man of value. You have to bring value, man. You have to bring value so that you can enjoy whatever you want. But no value, no respect. Find your value, develop it when you are 1 year old. Don't wait. There's no 18, 19 now. There's no that. There's only who you are. And when you are, the earlier you know who you are, the best it will be for you to not have time to think about other things. You only focus on what you can offer. That's very good. Focus on what you can offer, not people what they can offer you. Focus on what you can offer and develop that. And you will see, if people are using you, you will see, you know how to separate yourself from them. It's easy, but you have to know what you can offer, and always make sure what you offer is really something wow, people cannot refuse it, because you are valuable. Work on your value when you're young. 1 year old, I know you can understand me. 1 year old, work on your value, and I'll work on my mission. It's gonna take 30 years, 30, 35, 40 years. So yeah, because it has to be more than this one, so that I can have leverage again. 30 years, so you have to work 40 years. If you wasted 5 years, you have to work 10 years. If you wasted 30 years, you have to work 40 years. You have to work more years than you did in your last failure and mistakes. Yeah, man, what I'm gonna say. So that's all for the video, and that's why I'm not posting on social media. I'm not posting on anything, because what I'm gonna say, people gonna base themselves on what I have. And being 30, people will assume directly that I have experiences, but I have not have it. If you spent all your life being, even though you are in a house, like you are like a homeless, you're considered as a homeless. So, homeless is not respected. Yeah, That's why I can't even go into the club. When I mean club, it's like club of people who can discuss about things, make some changes, bring in innovation. I can't talk about it because that's why I have to wait another 40 years. I have to work another 40 years for me to be in the same category of people who are 30 years old. So people who are gonna be 29 in the future, or 30 or 40 in the future, and I am 75. I would talk with the people who are 70, who are 40, 30. You see, so yeah, my own generation, they learn the mistake quicker. So me being 29, me being in my 30s, in my early 30s, and then being in the early 30s, we are not on the same level. They are vibrating in another frequencies right now. So because they learn it earlier than me, and they made it earlier, so we can't be in the same category. What's fine, it's okay. Yeah, so that's it, man. I think I've talked about many things now. But again, yeah, family, not being proud. Yeah, man, I hope I make some changes. It's not now, I know it's gonna take time, more time than double. Being 75, maybe I will change faces and everything. I know I'm gonna be old, so yeah, man. 2075, man. Wow, future is bright. Future is bright. Future is bright, man. Yeah. I can't talk about even if I make 1 year. 1 year is nothing. I have to make longevity. Like I have to make 40 years at least. 40 years of really focusing on making some changes. Making changes is not easy. So even if I succeed in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it's nothing, because I know that the goal is to beat the years where I was a loser. Maybe I will do some vlogs. Okay, I will do some vlogs about my journey and everything, what I've did to be at this position. But I can't lie about, yeah, I was this, I was that. No, I want to be real about my life. I want to be real. And being real, it's hard to talk even like this, because you don't know what the future may uphold. So it's hard to even talk like this, saying whatever comes in your mind and sharing that with people you don't know. So, and people are really good at using your past against you. But I assume I was a loser. I assume it. And not only for 5, 10, for almost 30 years. For almost 30 years, man. So I would share my journey, of course. This will be one of the most important video that I will post on social media. Yeah, man, that's one of the most important video I have right now. So this video I will leave this here, and I will share my journey, of course. If I have something to say, if I have nothing to say, then see you in 2075. See you in 2075, man. Thank you for listening, and yeah, have a good life. See you in 2075. Bye bye. See you in 2075, you know? Okay.